Go for it. Go for it. Who are we
Okay,
against
so
here?
first game of Season 2, final day, the first semi-final. We got Firework and Lance and Shield in the blue team, and we got Umberulo and Finn in the red team. What we can know about these teams: Firework and Lance and Shield participated in Season 1. They are well-known names in the Forts general community. Lance and Shield is a long-time supportive member of basically everything that is Force related, and Firework is a super highly rated ranked player. They already participated in Season 1, but in different teams, and now they chose to participate together to combine forces. On the red side, we have Finn and Umberulo, two new members of the German community. They came in here hot, a bit late to the season, but they scored really important points against the top teams, so they just arrived in the top 4 as actually third seeds. So they're gonna be challenging the well-known names of Firework and Lance Shield in this best of 5.
Indeed, and it looks like they're getting aggressive early on. We have the two players going with what appears to be a rocket rush. This is a pretty common implementation of this, where you have the two rockets out the initial base here. One thing to note, they did actually do a little bit of adjustment, adding a lower platform for the rocket instead of replacing it where the battery would usually be. This will let them get it out quicker and a little bit more, I'm going to say, stable. Give it also a little bit more firing arc. But this is the kind of build that's meant to just deal damage as fast as possible. And it can be quite lethal if they manage to focus fire and land those initial shots.
They have also put down a flag, upgraded it to shotgun, so they will have a counter to Lance and Shield's incoming missiles, or should I say missile silos. Also, Firework is seemingly going for the initial EMP push, but it's quickly shut down by Finn's already mentioned shotgun.
Indeed. We have seen this strategy before out of Firework and Lance and Shield, where one goes swarm missiles to deal real damage, which will be swiftly upgraded to a nuke, as we already see the upgrade center present. And the other player goes more of a support role. The second player is meant to suppress the opponent and keep the pressure on, while Lance and Shield does the actual game-ending damage.
It seems like Lance and Shield got information that the enemy is going rockets. He's building some roof gunners, but I'm not sure if he can handle the pressure on his own base.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be quite enough. It looks like Finn and Umberulo have taken map control and have started to land some shots.
Firework and Lance and Shield are overdrive, so they will have the economy to probably handle the push. I'm not sure if they have the build speed or the strongness, the strength of the base to handle it.
Only one way to find out as their gunners come online. Rockets land. More damage is dealt. Oh, the shotguns are brutal.
The team red is Hurricane, so they have the faster shooting weapons to uphold the pressure.
Lance and Shield desperately needs to land any amount of damage to stop this. Looks like he agrees. But they have but red team has anti-air. Yep, there it goes.
I just wanted to mention that the build-up from Firework is gonna block the nuke from Lance, and indeed it does. It collides with the nuke, and both players lose the trade on Team A. One loses the structure, one loses the weapon shot.
Indeed.
You have to be careful.
That is a little bit unfortunate for blue team, although they did that one to themselves.
Indeed. It seems like though they are still are in the game, they have some mob pressure. Somehow Umberulo and Finn's initial push doesn't seem that strong.
Yes, this is one of the downsides of the rocket rush. It is extremely expensive, and they were sitting on 3 mine economy for most of the game. And they don't quite have the turbines to supply all the energy demand that they are trying to field here, especially not as Hurricane with the faster refiring weapons. It's a little bit starved for resources, but it is effective, and if done well with a sharp timing, can absolutely destroy and win the game out the gate, as it were.
It's strange that Lanson is shooting so late his nuke. I guess he was struggling with resources.
Oh, absolutely. Nuke getting hit and being sent right back down into the top of Lance and Shield's own base. No serious damage this time.
An AP sniper could, from Firework, as he just upgraded, could do serious damage to Amberulo's weaponry because it's only one door.
Indeed,
He's
there
now
goes
putting
one
down the
flag.
second doors. Yes.
But now there's not a whole lot of anti-air for Red Team, and the nuke is on the way. Oh, they...
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting choice by the nuke.
That could have gotten way more damage
Way
dealt.
worse.
Yes, that could have been way worse for Red Team here, but that was still pretty damaging. That was probably probably the second or third best place it could have hit, as it
True, actually.
removed several weapons and hits a few pieces of metal. So that's going to be a massive repair cost for Red Team to have to pay. But it didn't outright end the game, which it could have.
Okay, it seems like the rockets from Team Red are baiting out the anti-air from Team Blue. But the nuke hits and does massive core damage, and now the core damage lead is on Team Blue. The early game is past, now we are in the mid game, where the nukes and the super strategy is probably shining the most.
Indeed. This is really where the map starts to turn toward Blue Team for probably the duration of the game. Mostly because Red Team's strategy, its strength is in an early sharp timing that hits and does a lot of damage early. And from there, the game can simply spiral. But Blue Team managed to survive that, partially due to one of their players being basically a dedicated anti-air for it.
Yes, Finn also received 30% core damage. I haven't even seen what happened there.
He got hit by an AP sniper. Firework
Oh.
has been going hard on Finn, making sure he's fully suppressed. Another hit with the nuke, detonating it at Firework's lower end of the base.
It's interesting how Fireworks base is just guns, just damage, no defenses.
Yes.
Maybe if Ambrula and Finn would have focused him, they could do some serious damage, but they let him to play alone, and he has so much weapons. It's unbearable for Team Red to get back into the game, I think.
I think so as well. Oof.
They can
But
handle
they're
that single
trying. Yeah, they're
Yes.
trying. And they're doing very well to survive. But at this point, they're trying to
Firework has a
survive.
Yeah, Firework has a free space for another nuke to put down. And now Lanson is trying to get into some buzzsaws, his signature weapons, to a bit weaken the wood spam of Finn and Amberulo.
Yes, the blue team does need to change things up a little bit, I think. Finn and Ambrulo are able to survive. Yes, they're able to survive cost efficiently from these attacks. Mostly. It would be a long grind if Lance and Shield and Firework don't manage to increase their damage output here. Looks like the miniguns are going to serve much the same purpose as the buzzsaw, just tearing through wood spam and similar. Ablative plating out the gate. Out the
They
front.
do a lot of damage to sand too,
Indeed.
sandbags.
They're trying to
the
snipe
drunk
it.
nuke. It's a nice attempt, but it hits, does a little bit of splash damage to the core, and the weapons is huge repair cost for Ambrulo.
Oh, he's out
only
of money.
3 mines. Yeah. He's only on 3 mines. I don't think he can handle the damage.
No, he can't quite handle it.
The highest DPS weapons in the game, the rockets and the minigunners are tearing apart his base. Oh, and they missed the shot on the nuke. That's gonna be huge. Going down
is
to
that it?
only 4, 3, 1. First kill of the semifinal goes to Team Blue, and Umbrulo is dead.
The nuke lands and the fire burns. And oh, there goes another hit. Taking out those weapons once again, Finn losing his upper spinal weapons. He's selling off some of his... He sold off one of his rockets just to try to fund his plating, his armor on the front, the wood spam. Ah, that's a lot of damage output.
So painful. Yeah, in 2v2 games, when your teammate leaves you alone with 2 high standing bases on the other side, you might just start to talk about the next game.
Yes, for sure. At this point, Finn no longer has a path to victory. I think he's just trying to see how long he could survive here, just for this fun of it.
Ban some KD to not die in the next 3 minutes, maybe.
He is still building his heavy weapons facility, so maybe he hasn't quite given up hope yet, but I don't think... In fact, I fairly firmly think that the laser production facility will not amount to anything.
Yes, I just really hope that Firework is not gonna collapse himself with war metal on top of his base. That would be a interesting ending to the game.
It would be. He hasn't even cross-braced his base, so he's got a little bit of a... Oh... he's fine. He's not terribly unstable.
Yeah, he was binkling just a minutes ago, but... Oh, the 6 rockets. And that's
there
it.
Goes. And with that, Firework and Lance and Shield go up 1-0 over their opponents in this best of 5. And I will see you guys for the next match.